Patch notes are out for the 24th of January 2023. Hi friends, I'm TTB. Welcome back to Mechwarrior Online news. So, we're getting a new patch this Tuesday. Let's go have a look at what is going to be in that new patch, the first one of the new year. We're getting new Platinum Mech variants, the Platinum Custom collection that was mentioned earlier in an update video as well. Then there's going to be some updates about maps from level designer Crash Dax. Then there will be new quirk adjustments for various mechs, skill tree adjustments and agility adjustments, and an update for the Hatchetman pack. And all of that we'll see in more detail. So let's scroll down and see. So we got another 10 Inosphere custom variants, where you can mix and match your own custom corrections now. The Firestarter, the Javelin, the Balkan, the Dervish, Kintaro, Champion, Awesome, Highlander, Victor, and Banshee. Most interesting to me here are the Highlander. Shining Chrome Highlander is going to be fun. Shining Chrome Banshee is going to be fun. Vulcan could also be a lot of fun to play. And the other mechs are also not bad. Awesome 8Q also. Fun mech to play. So yeah, they chose a couple of good mechs there. So make sure to check out the Platinum packs if you're into that sort of stuff. Now, map adjustments. Level designer Crash Dax continues to play the game and gather feedback on all maps. Great. That is really good and really important, and I mean, it's just standard operating procedure, but unfortunately we have to put it out as a standout feature, that we're actually having somebody finally that plays the game and gathers feedback. It's nice. So let's see what kind of adjustments and fixes we got. Kin Network has 2 ramps added. I mean, as I already said, guys, this is kind of a little bit pointless without seeing any kind of pictures. I told PPGI to put down some pics or maybe do a video or whatnot, but apparently they can't be bothered to put it on their own website, unfortunately. So, X it is. Kin Network gets 2 ramps. That should make access a little bit easier. Caustic Valley, the out of bounds area, is adjusted. And there's an invisible wall moved outside of play area, so basically you can't just run around in those weird trees outside anymore, so that's good. Crimson Strait now has an invisible wall on the center mountain, so you can't jump on there anymore. Nice. And they moved the capture points and spawns on Conquest. Emerald Vale, the center buildings have been replaced with buildings that have better hitboxes. Very nice. Good observation, very nice. Floating shipping container removed. Okay, who cares? Building placed to block sniper angle. Nice. And some trees have been chopped. Okay, so you know what? Those Emerald Vale changes, thumbs up. Forest Colony, goat path carved into the north and east mountains, and minimum adjusted to be more zoomed in. Okay. I would have been excited to read map removed. Frozen City Classic Night and Snowstorm. Invisible walls placed to prevent players from reaching certain areas, and out of bounds area just to line up with map boundaries. Okay, because there was some sniper nooks and crannies where you could get up with like a Shadow Cat and just sit there and be annoying. So that's good. Grim Plexus, same thing. Some sniper spots where you can get up with a lot of jump jets that have been made inaccessible. What I'm missing from Grim Plexus is just more cover in general. Grim Plexus is such a horribly designed map with all those sniper fishballs. I would have liked to see more changes here, but that doesn't mean that we won't get more changes. Doesn't mean we haven't seen any changes yet. Bundle Rift, invisible walls have been placed and adjusted to prevent players, same thing, from reaching certain areas. HPG Manifold, lot asset issue fixed, nice, and small mechanical box removed from ramp. Okay, so apparently on the whole map, again, without pictures, will we ever find out what it was? I don't know, maybe. You guys let me know if you find which small mechanical box was removed. Moving on, Polar Highlands. Rocks have been adjusted to block a rendering issue when viewing from an angle from a certain area. Okay. There were a couple of those areas, I believe. And another stuck point that has been blocked off. Nice. And guys, if you find points where you can get stuck on the map, make sure to report them, because now that they have somebody who can readjust those maps and that also has the ability and also the willingness to look for these spots, make sure to report them to PGI if you find spots where you can get stuck. Ruben Races has an invisible wall placed to prevent players from getting stuck in the crevasse, so same thing, okay? Lots of invisible walls. Viridian Bog, the floating tree has been removed. Oh, I'm gonna miss that floating tree. Invisible walls placed to prevent players from reaching certain areas. Same thing again, like mist lynxes with heavy large lasers in their arms, just sitting at weird spots. Probably the same thing going to be on Witcher Station, I haven't read it yet. Northern pathway carved into the mountain for smoother traversal in that section. Okay, so that's going to be interesting to see how that looks like. Witcher Station, middle ramp and bridge replaced so that viewing that section at a certain angle no longer makes that ramp and bridge invisible. Yep. Floating building attached to wall. Ledge overhang replaced to prevent viewing from the underside of the roof. Middle power connector level of detail changed to look better. This lowered roof near spawn ramp to prevent viewing the underside of that roof. So what has not been added is level boundaries. I think there were a couple of areas where they should have added some boundaries where people can be jumping around and be obnoxious, and they're basically impossible to hit if you don't have jump jets and can actually go up there and face them. Same thing also true, by the way, for Solaris City. So yeah, I'm sure those adjustments will happen in time. Now, weapon adjustments. Continuation of the assessment of weapon performance. Following changes have been made. Autocannon 10, slight cooldown decrease. Same thing for the clan. Autocannon 10. Autocannon 20. Faster projectile speed, slightly less cooldown. Clan Autocannon 20, same thing. And heavy Gauss rifle, 10% cooldown reduction. Nice. That's good. That's good. Those are not huge buffs, but just a little bit of the cooldown. I like it. Skill tree adjustments. Enhanced ECM skill node value is now 20% per node instead of 2.5% per node, so a little bit less ECM range. And jump jet heat shielding skill node value 12% per node from 6%. So that will allow you to get to a maximum of like what, 60% heat shielding? Okay. That might be valuable now. Might be worth testing out. Mech agility adjustments. Empty spot. Mechs with max torso pitch angle less than 30 degrees are now normalized to 30 degrees pitch, so you will have at least 30 degrees pitch. That will be interesting. What again would be really helpful here is a showcase before and after, because otherwise you won't see the impact as much. But if you have a screenshot or two screenshots before and after, that would tell a lot, right? So I mean, these lists are all nice and dandy and whatnot, but from a information and content perspective, presentation perspective, I'm sorry, there's just nothing else I can say. It needs images. Guys, come on, this is 2023. Torso pitch speed for all mechs are now set to 72% of your speed. Okay. Is this gonna make assault mechs faster? Slower in pitching? Like, what does this mean? It's set to a fixed speed. Okay. Which speed? The yaw speed of that mech? Which I'm guessing. What is the yaw speed of the mech? Again. There's a change, but it's not explained what that change is supposed to do. So, take it as that. Mech quirk adjustments. Mistlings gets reduced armor bonus, but added armor bonus back if you use a set of 8. Interesting. Same thing for the Mistlings Gulf and the ED. The Mistlings Erectile Dysfunction. What? No. Ebon Dragoon, of course. Incubus 1 has the 10% energy cooldown removed. Incubus 2, armor bonus reduced. Incubus 3, machine gun rate of fire removed. Incubus 5, laser duration removed. Weapon velocity, missile velocity. And the Saber, I believe. Machine gun rate of fire removed. Cooldown 10% less. Missile cooldown improved, missile velocity improved, missile spread and missile range improved. So there's definitely some adjustment changes going on here. That's interesting. So these are small nerfs to the Mistlings and the Incubus. I mean, the Incubus and the Mistlings are just extremely good right now. So that's kind of needed. The Raven is getting buffed though. It's getting a little bit of extra structure bonus, as well as buffs to like seismic ranger, seismic sensor range, and seismic bonus. That Raven 3L can sense mechs far, far away. It's like the Indian scout that's listening on the train tracks. Also missile cooldown, extra 5%, nice. Plus capture accelerator, more narc ammo per ton. Removed narc duration. Okay, I can live with this because of this. Because narc duration is cancer You just can't do, like, you get hit by this shit and you're sitting there in a corner for like, what, 45 seconds? That is just gameplay cancer. So this is good. Wave into X, same extra structure, targeting for gathering speed, more laser range, more pulse range, less laser duration. For X, same structure bonus, extra armor bonus, extra range, extra heat. And the Raven Hugin gets more jump jet thrust, burn duration, and 10 seconds extra on the UAV. Interesting. Panther 10p, ballistics cooldown, range, and weapon velocity is just converted into flat cooldown, flat range, flat weapon velocity. Missile perks are getting removed. Panther 8Z, 10% start laser range, and laser duration 20%. Plus, of course, skill tree on top, so this is nice. Viper gets nerfed a little bit. CT armor bonus gets, as I can see, that halved. So from 10 to 5, 4 to 2, and the Foxtrot and Charlie, and the Medusa 8 to 5. Arctic Wolf also gets the armor adjusted a little bit, but we're taking like 3 armor gone from each of these, so it's not a massive nerf. 3 armor is literally a small laser hitting, so okay. Vindicator. Armor buffed 50% on all Vindicators. Yep, that is needed. Crab 20 gets 10% energy heat. The Crab 27 gets... Okay, this is interesting. That's interesting. They're removing weapon velocity and the laser cooldown and heat and energy range, and they're giving 60% PPC family velocity, 10% range, 10% cooldown, 10% heat. So this thing is going to shoot extremely fast PPCs moving forward. Maybe that could be like a snap build or something possible here. XL snap crab or something stupid. Could be interesting. Hunchback 2C Alpha, structure bonus reduced by 6. The Hellfire gets some structure bonus removed from left torso, center torso, right torso. Same thing for the Hellfire too. Crusaders removing arm bonus from left leg, left torso, right center torso, right torso, and right leg. Okay. I mean, the Crusaders are relatively easy to hit, but maybe they found that Crusaders have a relatively high win rate. I don't know. But yeah, they're taking away a little bit of armor, which plus 5 doesn't sound like much, but I mean, effectively that removes 25 armor total from the Crusader. Let's see how that feels afterwards. You probably won't even notice that. Hellbringer F, left torso armor bonus is gone. Left torso armor bonus is plus 10 now instead of 8. I like that they're trying to give like incentives to use instead of sets of 8, but 5 extra armor is not gonna make anybody build a set of 8. So it needs to be meaningful, right? Rifleman 2C, the Alpha UX 5 cooldown is removed. Instead, we get 20% UX jam chance and 10% UX jam duration. And the Chiron X has 5% UX cooldown removed as well, and also gets the same UX jam chance and duration treatment. Sunspider Ambush, 5 armor bonus from left torso and right torso are gone, and they are only going to be in set of 8. Same thing for the Manul, set of 8 only. Timberwolf, same thing. They're just removing the CT armor bonuses or reducing them, reducing the CT armor bonus and just adding it back to set of 8. Even though most people won't be playing a set of 8 Timberwolf because it's challenging. You can do it, you can have a lot of fun with it, but there are much better builds. So this is gonna make like laser mode builds and whatnot a little bit weaker. But we're talking about tiny adjustments, like 5 armor. That doesn't. Don't think that's gonna do anything. Orion 2C, the skull, 5% heat removed and ERPPC heat added, so that is a nerf to heat on the mech. Warhammer 2C, 5% energy heat removed. Warhammer 2C 3 laser heat from 10% to -5% only, and -5% heavy laser heat. So they really want you to play the Warhammer 2C 3 with heavy lasers. Warrior 2C gets armor from left torso and right torso removed, armor bonus removed to be precise, on the 2C, the 2C2, the 2C8. And the Warrior 2C Bravo gets 5% laser heat removed and 5% ERPPC heat added. And the Warhawk, the Charlie variant, energy cooldown, left torso and right torso is going to be gone, and the 5% pulse duration from the right arm is going to be gone as well. Okay, so what do you guys think of these changes? As I said, my only criticism is in the presentation side of this. Also, no pictures of the mechs. Like, My only criticism is on the presentation of these patch changes, not as much as with the contents. Would love to see what you guys think. Just let me know in the comments down below as always. And I'm gonna be very interested in playing around with the Shiny and Chrome, specifically the Highlander and the Awesome and the Banshee. That should be fun as well. Looking forward to those. Guys, if you enjoyed this content, if you find it helpful, share it with your friends. And of course, if you want to support me, check out the join button on YouTube. You can check out the super thanks button in the YouTube comments below, or you can check out the video description where you'll find the link to my Patreon and as well as to the merch store. Thanks for watching. Have a very pleasant day.